Hello everybody and welcome to the event review for the upcoming event Idle Heroes. This will be for the week of January the 3rd, 2025. Yes, that's right, we are into a new year. Let's hope everyone here has a good one, because, yeah, always scary. After 2020, I gotta say, New Year is always a little bit scary. But I digress. Anyway, this is going to be a pretty short one because there isn't a lot going on this week. It is a Fantasy Factory week with the usual Fantasy Factory rewards, G-Stir, your basic equipment and such. There's not really a lot here. And as you go through, you get Jara and Luna. Again, not that much to it. So, Fantasy Factory rewards are the same as always. Yeah. The only thing that is really of any interest is the Reverie. But as I was talking about a month and a half ago, the last time they did a Reverie, they have added these Star Soul materials in here, and that does affect the math a little bit. Basically, the short version is you used to be able to target the rewards you wanted a bit more tightly than you can now because there's more things in the pool, but you can still only remove 10. You're going to have to focus in on at least 4 of these, even if you go crazy on the event and max out everything. You're still going to have 4 different types of rewards coming through, which is a little bit more than is ideal. It was better before in most places, but if you're late enough in the game that you need Star Soul materials, then this is probably still a net positive change for you. But yeah, it's exactly the same one of these as a month and a half ago. So if you're at the point where you need Star Soul materials, you remember that event. And the Fragrant Garden Party is back. Unlike last time where they were giving out the keys in Shelter Mission, which was actually, I thought, a nice change, giving very easy access to some free keys. This time there's no free keys. You've got to spend, and you've got to spend $200 in order to get to this level. So I don't think this is a very good event. As you go through, like, you can get, a few keys here. And actually, they did change this so that at the top, you get 3 keys for the last round instead of 1. So you get a total of 7 free to play. But 640 yards for 7 keys is not a good deal. Also, I do find it interesting how they've got like 6 here, but 3 here. I suspect this is a typo and it's supposed to be 6. But like, again, there's a reason I make fun of DH for being lazy so often. They miss things like this all the time. Also, the fact that this goes from 1 on each of these up to 4, I assume that's supposed to be 2. I don't really know. I'm going to check the Chinese in a second to make sure, but yeah. Don't trust these numbers to be exactly correct. I suspect that they are just copy-pasting from previous events and didn't properly update it. But we'll confirm that once the event goes live. In any event, though, it doesn't make too much difference to the ultimate recommendations I'm making here. Whether this is 2 or 4, 3 or 6, 3 or 6, it doesn't really affect the ultimate outcome that much. This still is pretty expensive for what you're getting, and there isn't a lot else going on. Like, you just got these feast packages, and they're not the worst packs, but they aren't that good either. There's the Splendid Awakening card, which some people like. I don't mind. It's all right. And the value packs are the value packs. But yeah, that's all there is this week. It isn't one of those ones where you can stack up a lot of different things. It's just the basics, and honestly, the basics aren't good enough for most people to be worth spending on. You got to be fairly whaley for this to make any sense at all, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, that's about all there is to it. I'm going to flip over to the Chinese for a second and go through that, but yeah. Okay, so here's the Chinese version, and it actually looks like it's got the same things going on. It's still 3 here and 4 and 6. So maybe this is legit. I don't know. I really wish I could trust them a little more, but that's what we've got. So anyway, yeah, as I say, it's not that great an event. I wouldn't go crazy on it. I wouldn't spend that much money. It's there if you want to, but Chinese New Year's coming up in a few weeks. That's going to be a huge 2-week event. It's going to have a lot of opportunities for spending. I don't think this one makes a lot of sense. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Have a good one. Have a good 2025 as well, and I will talk to you again next week. Thanks. Bye.